There's a 160-degree angle right there. You can see everything. I can see my neighbor's house right here and my other neighbor's house right there. Oh, there's my neighbor. That's cool. What's up, guys? This is Tampatec, and this is something I've been waiting for a really long time. This is one of the first ever forward-facing dash cam with wireless backup camera. Records the front of your car at the same time as the back of your car, but you don't have to worry about any of that annoying running the cables to your trunk area, especially if you have a pickup truck or you have an SUV, or even if you have like a convertible, which is really difficult to install a backup camera on. It records in 1080p 30 frames per second. The wireless transmission from the backup camera to the dash cam is 2.4 gigahertz signal, so it's a secure signal just like a wireless router uses. The dash cam system also has night vision, so you can see late at night. It also uses a forward-facing wide-angle camera lens and a backup camera lens that views up to 160 degrees. Let's go ahead and unbox it. Open it up, and this is the FX H10 wireless dash cam and backup camera system. Well, the dash cam is not wireless. The forward-facing camera is wired, but the backup camera is wireless. So this is a 10-inch rear view mirror, and it just clamps onto your existing rear view mirror, which is perfect. So this is all about easy installation. No professional installation needed. So let's go ahead and take a look at this right here and all the connections. So as you can see, here's the USB input. This is for power. AV in. All right, that goes to the wireless adapter. Here's a micro SD card. I'm gonna probably put in maybe 16 gig or 32 gig. Anything higher than a 32 gig, I'm not sure if it supports that, so I won't put anything higher than 32 gig. But what's cool about this is there is recording looping, so you don't have to worry about the recording ending and then you putting in another SD card. It'll loop automatically. Back here is where you strap the rubber bands on, and it goes over your existing rearview mirror. You want to pull this off. All right, and you're going to adjust this so you get the perfect angle. Right here on the bottom, there's a button, and I believe this is a speaker back here. And there is a built-in microphone, so it does record in the cabin. I believe if you hold this button down, it forces the mirror system to shut down, and then you press and hold to turn it on. But we'll see. And of course, we could just peel this off. Parts, these are the rubber bands. Here's the manual. Inside the manual is double-sided tape. That's for the backup camera. And so it looks like it wires to your license plate light. So right here is the 2.4 gigahertz wireless receiver, and once it receives a signal from your backup camera, it goes to these wires right here. Well, this is for power, and then this is also for AV, audio video, from the wireless backup camera. And they provided an installation tool. Very, very generous. So this is the backup camera right here. I'll leave that on for now. And these are the LEDs for night vision. And here is the wires that connect to the license plate light. Red is positive, black is negative. So right here, it's easy to install. You want to plug in a micro SD card. A high-speed 32 gig micro SD card is highly recommended by the manual. These rubber bands come out of the Ziploc bag. Simply attach to the hooks, and then you want to flip it over and hook it around to the bottom of the mirror. These rubber bands are replaceable. Extend the camera if you need to, and then go ahead and plug in the power adapter. This is actually the receiver for the backup camera. Use the tool provided by the box and run the wires and try to hide everything in the seams of your car. So I start off underneath and work myself to the top, and then I connect it to the mirror. Everything is basically easy to pull off and then put back on. These panels just pop off and on pretty easily for the most part. Most cars are the same. And then you want to run the cable in the seams, and when you get to the airbag or the side airbag, make sure you run the cable behind the airbag. It's very important. Now continue running the cable inside the roof of your car. Most linings will pull down, and then you can shove the wire inside that roof lining, and then simply plug in the power cable to the mirror, hide the access inside the roof. Now most cars have a license plate light. There's two ways to do this. You can use the tool to pop out the light. Sometimes you can't pop out the light, so you have to access the wire harness behind the bumper. So go ahead and mount the camera and then run the cable behind the bumper if you can. The kit does come with a wire splice set. Simply take those two ends and you want to plug them together, but first we have to connect it to the wire harness. I have a crimping tool, and you want to use a heavy duty pliers, which I have right here. Go ahead and remove the sleeve. You might need a razor or scissors. Be careful not to cut the wiring. To remove the plug, you just squeeze, press the button in, and unplug. Now once you have the wiring exposed, the red wire is usually the positive wire, so you want to push that into the splice connector and then squeeze using your pliers. Make sure it snaps on, and then go ahead and remove the sleeve from the wire harness, and then twist, and then fold and twist again. Go ahead and insert the copper wire into the wire splice connector, and then you want to make sure it goes through the metal ring, and then when you crimp it, make sure the metal ring crimps onto the copper wire. Go ahead and tug on the wire, make sure it's secure and locked in. Next, go ahead and plug it into the red positive connector. Now for the negative wire, you want to do basically the same thing, but you're using the black wires instead of the red. Now if you want to water seal it, which is a great idea, use black electric tape and then wrap it securely around the wire harness all the way to the very end of the plug. Next, you want to wind up the excess wire and zip tie it to the wire harness behind the bumper. Alright, let's go ahead and screw this on. This is the antenna for the backup camera. Alright, installation is done. We got it hooked up to the license plate light. Okay, let's go ahead and turn it on. This light is red for some reason. It should be green. Let's go ahead. Oh, that's turning on. That's good. Please use high-speed card. So we got to swap out that 32 gig micro SD card for a high-speed 32 gig micro SD card. So we got a microphone. We could turn off the microphone so there's no audio recording in the cabin. We can't see the back of the truck, so that's a problem. So I'm assuming there's no power. Turn this on. Oh, light's green. And we have the backup camera that's turned on. Let's see if we can tap on that. There it is. That's the backup camera. And that's the forward-facing camera. It records the front and the back at the same time, whether you're in this mode or just strictly the backup camera mode. So keep that in mind. If you're not getting power, there's no power going to the license plate light, turn on your headlights or your parking lights. And if you ever forget to turn this off when you get out of the truck or car, most modern cars and trucks will automatically turn off your headlights. So keep that in mind. So this truck, the headlights turn off after 1 minute when the car is turned off and you shut the door and you walk away. So moving over here, you could adjust this. This extends out and you can move that up and down. Or what you could do is you could tap on this. So that adjusts the camera angle. How cool is that, right? And you can adjust the brightness too on the screen. That's cool. So this light is green. That lets you know it is communicating with the backup camera. This right here is the antenna or the backup camera. Looks like it still works with or without that. You press this button right here, and I believe that turns it off. Yep, now it's powered off. There's a 160-degree angle right there. You can see everything. I can see my neighbor's house right here and my other neighbor's house right there. Oh, there's my neighbor. That's cool. So here is the home button right here. Let's access the files. Here's the front camera recordings. That's funny. You could delete that file right here if you want. All right, so you select that. There we go. And you can hit delete. All right, cool. That's good to know. And then you can access the backup camera too, which is number 2. There we go. Now, the recordings look kind of crummy because we're not using a high-speed SD card. So keep that in mind. And so here's some of the settings. LCD off. We have that feature off, so the LCD screen stays on. I know it's confusing. 30 seconds, it'll turn off. So you can have it on for 30 seconds and then the screen will turn off, saving the screen. Key sound, you could turn that feature off. Languages, so you got French, English, Italian. What else do we have? German, Thai, Vietnamese. Date and time. You just tap to adjust right there and confirm to save it. License plate, I guess that's your license plate maybe? Doesn't say anything in the manual about that. Format, and it erases everything. So if you're installing a new SD card, you may have to format it. Default settings, I don't want to reset the settings. After installing the TX Dashcam wireless backup camera system, I'm really impressed how easy it is to install and equally impressed with the reliability of the backup camera system. So guys, if you guys are interested in this wireless backup camera system, check out the links in the video description below. If you guys might know someone that might be interested in this wireless backup camera system, then go ahead and click on the share button below, share this video to them, help someone out. Subscribe and hit that bell notification to stay updated on the latest tech videos. Thanks guys for watching.